Hi guys, Yuri here again. Today I'm gonna tell you guys why the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra is a better deal than the iPhone 13 Pro Max in Belgium specifically. It might be in some other places as well in certain cases, but mostly in Europe. Now, why is that? First of all, guys, of course, these are flagship phones. So they are packed and stuffed with the most things that you can wish for in a phone. Yes, they remove the headphone jack. Yes, they remove the charger from the box and such. And the Samsung has capabilities that the iPhone doesn't have. The iPhone has capabilities that the Samsung doesn't have. But they're basically the biggest players when it comes to flagship phones in different brands, right? The iPhone 13 Pro Max being the best from Apple that they can give you in a phone, and the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, the best that Samsung can give you in a phone, or Android for that matter, perhaps. Depends on your needs, of course. So I won't compare feature to feature from both phones because they each have features exclusively to one another. What can we discuss though is price. And a lot of reviewers that I watch are from the United States or from Canada. Some are from other places, but that's the majority, like MKBHD, like Unbox Therapy. You have some other tech reviewers, of course, that also live in those parts of the world. Now, the thing is, prices are a little bit different in the United States and in Canada than they are over here in Europe. And I saw a lot of reviewers when the Galaxy S22 Ultra was coming out. They were saying like, man, this is a very expensive phone. And I was like, yeah, it is an expensive phone, but what about the iPhone? And when I looked into that, prices were a little bit different over there than they are here. I'm gonna show you guys by recording my screen. Now, as you can see, I have the Apple website in front of me here, and this is the version from the United States. So this is in dollars, and this is the price for the iPhone 13 Pro Max in the USA. Then next to that, I have the website from Samsung in the United States, where you can buy the Galaxy S22 Ultra. I also have both the Apple and Samsung website next to that, but for Belgium specifically, so in Europe, let's say. And we're going to compare both. Now, let's check out the prices for the iPhone 13 Pro Max in the United States. Let's see. So we're going for the 13 Pro Max. That's the flagship. That's the best they have. And it starts at $1099. Now, if we compare it to the base model of the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra in the United States, that one without a trade-in at least starts at $1199. So that's $100 more than the iPhone in the United States. Okay. So in that case, the iPhone is the better deal. But a lot of people will probably upgrade towards a higher capacity, being the 256, 512, or even the 1 terabyte version. The iPhone for 256 costs $1199, whilst the Samsung cost $1299. So it's still more affordable to go for the iPhone. If we go to 512 gigs for the iPhone, it's $1399. And for the Samsung, it's also $1399. So in this case, they're equally as valuable, let's say. Now, if we go to the 1 terabyte version, the iPhone costs $1599 and also the Samsung costs $1599. So in both 512 and 1 terabyte versions, they're both equally as valuable. Now, you could say, of course, that an iPhone keeps its value perhaps longer, to sell it probably after a couple of years to somebody else. That's another argument. So there is no situation in the United States where the Galaxy S22 Ultra is a better deal than the iPhone 13 Pro Max. The only exception there, besides for trade-ins, is probably if you have pre-ordered the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, because in that package you get probably the earbuds or a case or an extra charger or different extra accessories, which makes it a better deal. that way. And as far as I know, iPhone doesn't give you any free accessories, even in pre-orders. So in that case, that's probably the only situation in which the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra is a better deal, at least for the 512 gigs or the 1 TB version. That said, now let's check out the websites for Europe, Belgium specifically. So remember, the iPhone 13 Pro Max for the base model 128 was $10.99 in the United States in dollar. In Europe, the iPhone 13 Pro Max starts at 12.59 euros. If we convert that to dollars, that is about $1382.95. That is a big difference, guys. That's almost a $300 difference to the United States. That's crazy. And that's only for the entry price, for the start price. So we already know the iPhone is a lot more expensive in Europe than it is in the United States. Then let's check out the base model of the Galaxy S22 Ultra in Europe. The base model in the United States for that one was, as we saw, $11.99. For the base model in Europe, it's still more expensive than the United States, but this one starts at $12.49. That's already a little bit of a better deal than the iPhone, right? Which started at $12.59. So for the base model, it's a $10 difference. That's pretty much negligible, so it's not that much of a difference. Though, if you pre-ordered this package, you got the Galaxy Buds Pro for free with it. So that is a good deal, right? Now, let's check out what the higher capacity phones costs compared. Now, if we raise the capacities of both phones to 256 gigs, then the iPhone costs 13.79 euros. 13.79. For the same capacity on the Samsung, that's 13.49. Still not that big of a difference. It's 30 euros difference, so it's more difference than the base model. Now, if we raise it even further towards the 512 gigabytes, for the iPhone, it's 16.09 euros. That's one hell of a price. Now, let's check the same capacity on the Samsung. 14.49. The iPhone was 16.09 and the Samsung is 14.49. That's already quite a big difference right there. That's 160 euro difference for the same capacity. So this is already quite a better deal for the Samsung. Now let's check the maximum capacity. For the 1 TB version on the iPhone, you pay 18.39 euros. That's just crazy to me. 18.39 euros. I just want to emphasize, guys, how much that is. 18.39. 18.39. That's $2,020.05. Whilst the same version in the United States costs $15.99. Now let's check out the Samsung. For the 1 TB version is $16.49, which makes it 190 euros cheaper than the iPhone 13 Pro Max for the same capacity. It's still very expensive, guys, of course, but here it's a better deal, right? Now, you of course have to see this in perspective, because if all the devices that you use are Apple, like you have the MacBook, you have the iPad, you have the Apple TV, you have an Apple Watch, it makes no sense to buy the Samsung, right? In my case, I do have a MacBook, but I don't have an Apple Watch. I don't have an iPad. I don't have an Apple TV. So it's only my MacBook. Yes, it would be handy to have certain features, but I appreciate some of the features that the Samsung has that the iPhone doesn't have. And in my case, it's less of a struggle to switch to the Samsung than it is for somebody that is in the whole ecosystem of Apple, right? Other way around as well, like if you have the Galaxy Watch, if you have a Galaxy Book Pro, if you have another Windows laptop, if you have a Samsung TV, other Samsung devices, it makes more sense to go for the Samsung as well, right? So guys, I hope this brought some light to you, because not all places have the same prices on devices that you think they have, right? That said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. There will be more videos on my new Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. And guys, remember, I am not exclusively a Samsung fanboy or an Apple fanboy. I work with MacBook, but I love Samsung phones, for example. So I love both, right? And whilst I can definitely critique both brands on certain level, I love both brands in general. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video. Also, don't forget to check out my unboxing from the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. And I also have a video where I show you how to transfer data wirelessly through iCloud from your iPhone to your Samsung device. So guys, thank you very much and see you guys next time. Bye. Because they each have exclusive phones. Because they're each... Then next to that I have the... Then next to that I also have both the Apple and Galaxy. I also have... So that's $100. So that's $100. So there it's very clear that the... So in this case, being the 2.6... So so in this case, they're the... So for the start price, for the big... So this is already quite... So this is already quite a good deal. Quite a good... And that... So I don't really... And whilst I have also...